All right, you guys, we're going to do lesson 7.2 today. We're going to talk about multiplying fractions, and we're going to use the standard algorithm, which is also known as the way that I learned how to multiply fractions, how your moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles learned how to multiply fractions, and really how you're going to use it in the real world. Okay? So you see a model. It's just modeling this problem. I have three groups, 1, 2, 3 groups, and each group has 3/4. 1, 2, 3 of the fourths that I care about. There's one way to solve this, and that's repeated addition. We know that multiplication is simply repeated addition. So I could solve it this way. I could say 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4. 1, 2, 3 groups of 3/4. That equals 9/4. I can't leave 9/4 that way because it's an improper fraction. I know there's a whole that I could pull out of that. There's a couple of different ways to do that. It's whichever way you like best. You could say that, remember this is division, so this is really saying 9 divided by 4. 9 divided by 4. 4 goes into 9 2 times. That is 8. 9 subtract 8 is 1. My divisor is my new denominator. Make sure I say the right thing. And so my answer becomes 2 1/4. That's really the simplest way to do it. You could also pull the wholes out of here if you would like to. And I'll show you that on the next, when we solve it in using the standard algorithm. So now I'm going to switch over. I'm going to make a nice fancy line here. And I'm going to say, this is using the standard algorithm. You could say 3 times 3/4. But remember, when we're using fractions, we need everybody to be speaking the same language. And right now, this number is speaking the language of whole numbers, and this one's speaking the language of fractions. And so they're not really understanding each other. And I can easily turn this number into a fraction. You learned this in 3rd and 4th grade. If I want a whole number to be a fraction, I simply put it over 1. Now, it's a fraction. 3 over 1, I have one group, and I have one group of 3 is what I have, okay? And then I do, and it's kind of crooked there. That doesn't look so great. I'm going to rewrite it so it looks better. 3/4. Now I just do my regular old multiplication. And remember, the beauty of multiplying fractions is I just multiply straight across. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 4 is 4. Same answer, 9/4, 9/4. I just got there from 2 different roads. And it's whichever way works best for you. It's the way you like. Okay? I'm going to say here, I'm going to show you the other method. Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to show you the other method of simplifying this fraction. And that's to say that 9/4, I'm going to do it down here, 9/4 equals 4/4 plus 5/4. Right? That's what it equals. We know that. This 4/4 I can pull out. It's a hole in there. I see a hole in here too. I'm going to actually change that, and I'm going to say it's 4/4 plus 4/4. 4 plus 4 is 8. I still have 1 left over. That equals 1/4. And so now I know 4/4 is a whole, 1/4, and remember we were doing this before we had our abrupt change in circumstances. So I have 1, 2, and 1/4. It equals 2 1/4. Same answer, 2 different roads to get there. Okay? 2 different rows to get there. Let's try one more problem together. This one I'm going to do without a model. I'm just going to give you the problem. This is 3/5 times 5. Now remember, we want to put it into our working format. We want to make it so they're speaking the same language. And so I have to turn 5 into a fraction, which means that I put it over the number 1. I say 3/5 times 5 over 1 equals 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 1 is 5. Can I leave it like that? Say no, I can't. It is an improper fraction. There are whole numbers in there that I can pull out. I can do it a couple of different ways. I'm going to do it both so you can see which makes more sense to you. First of all, I could say 5 divided into 15, which is 15 divided by 5. Oh, I've been practicing my times tables. I know that that's 3, 15, and that's 0. My answer is 3. That's great. Piece of cake. This is probably the most efficient way to do it. But until you feel really strong in this, don't worry about this, you guys. Do it the way that works for you. Let's pull the whole numbers out of here. And I'm going to use fifths as my ones, as my wholes, so that I can make it work. So I'm going to say 5/5 plus 5/5 plus 5/5. 5, 10, 15. 15, it works. If I look at this, I know 5/5 is 1, 5/5 is 1, 5/5 is 1. My answer is 3. They are the same answer. Okay? So in 7.2 today, you have 3 word problems. They are not difficult. You just have to slow down and really think about them. There's a lot of drop-down boxes, and then remember there's that weird, when you're trying to do fractions, that weird box pops up and shows you how to put the fraction and the whole number in. Okay? I'm available in text. I'm available through email. I want you to try your hardest. It's in as homework, so you can keep checking your answer and keep trying. All right? Bye, you guys. I miss you.